Okay, is this PPT visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So, good morning to all. I am S.T. Kumbhare, lecturer electronics engineering at Government Polytechnic India. Topic for today's presentation is Karnaugh maps. This is one of the important topic in order to solve the Boolean expressions. We have already reduced or simplified, we have obtained the simplified expression for logic. Give me a minute. For logic expressions. So we have simplified those, but that method is bit tricky as well as some difficulty may occur. So this is another way of simplifying or reducing the Boolean expressions. So let's see what is Karnaugh map. So we'll see what is Karnaugh map, then basic approach we'll see, and at the end we'll see again 3 variable Karnaugh map and some of the examples. So what are Karnaugh map? It is a graphical method for representation and minimization of function. So basically we want to minimize the function, means reduce the function or simplify the function. It provides an alternative way of simplifying switching functions. Okay, so whatever we did previously for simplifying switching functions, that so this Karnaugh maps or K map provides a simplifying means another way for simplification. Then instead of using algebraic simplification technique, we use pictorial representation of the function called Karnaugh map or K map. So basically this is a graphical way of simplifying the function. Then for an n variable function, there are 2 n cells in the map. What does it mean? For example, if I have one variable, okay, single variable, then not single, okay, 2 variables, suppose, because it is 2n. So for single variable we are not going to simplify the function. Suppose, so at least minimum 2 variables we need. So suppose I have a 2 variables in a function, let us say a and b. Okay, 2 variables like this. Then on one side I can have a, on another side I can have b, and depending on that I can bifurcate. So a can have 2 values, either 0 or 1. B also can have 2 values, 0 or 1. So I will have 4 cells. So if number of variables are 2 like this, then there will be 2n cells, means 2 into 2, 4 cells. Similarly, if we have 3 variables a, b and c, what will happen? Again we have to draw a K map like this, where one variable will be on one side a and remaining 2 variables on the other side like this, bc. Now a will have either 0 1 value, 0 or 1 value. Now since there are 2 variables b and c, so what will do, this will give me only one variable. So in order to get 2 variables, I have to split it into 4, because for 2 variables I can have 4 different combinations. So this can have value 0 0, 0 1, 1 1 and 1 0. So 8 cells are there. So this formula you have to keep in mind, okay, that for n variable functions you can have 2n cells. So 2n cells. So if you have 2 variables, there will be 4 cells. If you have 3 variables, there will be 8 cells, and so on. Next, so adjacent 2 cells differ in only one variable. What does it mean? Suppose I draw this 3 variable K map like this. Let us say this is A, this is B and C. So this is 0 1, 0 0, 0 1 1 1 1 0. So what it is saying, adjacent two cells differ in only one variable. So if I consider this and this cell, now if you observe here, the B value is 0, C value is 0. Here the B value is 0, C value is 1. So in these two cells, only one variable is changing. Okay, so these two cells differ in only one variable, and that is C. Here if you observe, A value is 0. So means in among these three, A, B and C, only C is changing between those two cells. Suppose I consider these two, then in this A is 1. Okay, so it is not changing. So throughout this row, A will be 1. And here if you observe, B is 0, here B is 1, C is 1, C is 1. Means only B is changing. So in these two, only B is changing. Okay. Suppose if I consider these two cells, this vertically, what will happen? Here A is 0, okay, in this row, and in this row again A is 1. So A is changing. But if you observe here, B is 1 and C is 0, which is not changing. So only A is changing. So this is that in adjacent two cells, any adjacent two cells you can take, it differs only in one variable. Now adjacent 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 cells, differ in two variables. Now what does it mean? Suppose, okay, 4 cells it is talking. So let us say I'm considering these 4 cells. Okay, this and this. In these 4 cells, if you observe, A is changing because here it is A is equals to 0, here it is A is equals to 1, means A is changing. Okay, and here if you observe, B is 0, B is 1, so B is changing, and C is 1, C is 1, means only B is changing. So in these 4 cells, A and B are changing. So that's what it is meant. In adjacent 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 cells, it differs only in two variables. See, so the general rule which we can make is adjacent 2 raised to power m cells differs in m variables. Okay. Now we try to group 2 raised to power m adjacent cells corresponding to the true minterm. Try to make the cube bigger. Okay, ensure all true minterms are covered. Now let's go to the next step. How are the cells in K-map labeled such that two adjacent cells? We'll see this in practically also. We'll complete this theory. So how these cells in K-map are labeled such that two adjacent cells differ in the value of only one variable, as we have seen previously, that in these adjacent cells only one variable will change. So accordingly the cells will be labeled. It helps in combining the cells into the cubes. Okay, so A B C plus A B bar C is equals to A, because we know B. Let's take out this practically. And drawback is, since it is pictorial approach, it is difficult to visualize function with more than 5 or 6 variables. So this is the drawback of K-map, that we cannot have a K-map more than 5 or 6 variable, and so we will use until 4 variable. Now basic approach is, you have to fill up the cells of the K-map with true minterms of the function. Then you have to group the true minterms of the function into cubes such that the size of the cubes are maximized. So maximum size you have to take, and every true minterm is covered by at least one cube. Then you have to write down this. Let's take out in practical. So this is a 3 variable K-map. Normally we do not use 2 variable K-map. It's rarely used because 2 variable K-map instead of using 2 variable K-map, if you use algebraic method, that will be more easy. So that's why we don't use this K-map for 2 variable. We normally go K-map with 3 or 4 variable. So let's see this 3 variable K-map. So now how to draw this three variable K map? All of you understanding this? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm talking about three variable K map. Now what do you mean by variable? Variable can be like A, B, C. It can be anything like this, means X, Y, Z also. So whatever, it is similar to your C programming or any programming that we have variables in programming language, and the definition of that variables are nothing but they changes their values. So they are variable, they can vary. That's why they are called as variable. Similarly, A, B, C, if I'm considering right now, so these are variables. So their value may change. Like A can have 0 or 1, B can have 0 or 1, C can have 0 or 1. So using these three, I can have 8 different combinations, right? So now how to draw this three variable K map? That is the first question. So what I can do, I can draw rectangle like this, because since it is three variable K map, and we know that, okay, this is a three variable K map, and we know that we can have 2 raised to power 3 different cells. Okay, so 2 raised to power 3 is 8. So I can have 4 cells like this and 4 cells like this. All of you got this? Is it clear? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
So since I have three variables, I can have 8 cells. Now how to draw 8 cells? Either you can draw like this or you can draw like this also. It doesn't matter. It is just a representation. You can draw like this also. Okay. Now if I draw like this, what will happen? I can write down A over here and B and C over here. So A value can change 0 or 1. Okay, it can have two values, 0 or 1. So this row will represent A equals to 0, and this row will represent A equal to 1. Now whereas since we have written BC over here, this represents the status of BC. So we have to write down in this fashion only. You cannot change it. BC will be 0 0, next cell will be 0 1, next cell will be 1 1, and next is 1 0. Do not sometimes students makes the mistake that instead of 1 1 they mention 1 0, and here they mention 1 1 as it is the habit. But this is wrong way. This is the wrong way. Why it is so? Because the rule is that adjacent two cells can only change in one variable. If you mention 1 0 over here, what will happen? Here B is 0, here B is 1, here C is 1, C is 0. So both the variables are changing. So it is just that rule is violating. Okay, basically it is violating that rule that adjacent cells can only change it one variable. That's why what we have to do, we cannot write down 1 0 over here, 1 1 over here. Instead we have to write down 1 1 1 0. All of you got this thing? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's why you have to write down 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, because you have to change only one variable. Also, one thing you can observe is this 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 are the gray codes. Okay, these are gray codes, because in gray code also only one bit changes, 0 0. Next bit change will be 0 1. Next time again, if you want to convert this 0 1 into gray code, it will be 1 1, and next gray code is 1 0. So that's why these are the gray codes basically. So like this we can represent the values. Now how to represent this? This is the question, or this vertical cell. So since vertically it has 4 and 4 cells, I can mention it as A and B, and this I can mention as C. And how to name it? How to name it? Let's see. So this will be 0, 0. This will be 0, 1. This will be, sorry, 0. This will be 1, 1, and this will be 1, 0. Just now we have seen this. And this will be 0, this will be 1. So in this column, C will be 0. In this column, C will be 1. In this row, A will be 0 and B will be 0. In this row, A will be 0, B will be 1. Okay, in both. In this row, A will be 1 and B will be 1. In this row, A will be 1, B will be 0. So like this, you can mention. Now, with use, so all of you got this, so that we'll move forward.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, if you understand this, then we'll go to this. So here, let us say this is A, this is B and C. So what will happen? This is 0, right? This is 0, this is 0. So 0, 0 and 0 will form the 0. So that's why the decimal equivalent of this cell is 0. Similarly, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, which is equals to 1. So this has value 1. 0, 1, 1. So this is 3. 0, 1, 0. So this is 2. 1, 0, 0. This is 4. 1, 0, 1. This is 5. 1, 1, 1. This is 7. 1, 1, 0. This is 6. So these are the decimal equivalent for these cells. All of you got this? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is 3 variable K-map. Here itself, I'll tell you about the 4 variable K-map also. Just we'll draw it. So how to draw the 4 variable K-map? Since I want 4 variable, so the number of cells I need is 2 raised to power 4, which is nothing but equal to 16. So how to draw the 16 cells? I have to draw square like this. If I divide it in 2 parts, it will give me 2 cells. If I divide it into 2 parts, it will give me 4 cells. If I again divide it into 2 parts, it will give me 6 cells. If I divide it into 2 parts, it will give me 8 cells. If I divide it into 2 parts, it will give me 12 cells. And if I divide it into 2 parts, it will give me 16 cells. So like this, I can have 4 variable K-map. Now, so I can have 4 variables like A, B, C, D. Or I can have variables like X, Y, Z, or W, X, Y, Z. Like this also, anything you can have. These are the variable names. So let us say I'm considering this W, X, Y, Z. So this is W, this is X, this is Y, and this is Z. Now we have to name this. How to name it? 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Now if you want to verify whether it is really changing in one variable or not, if you see these 2 cells, what will happen? W is 0 and 1 in these 2 cells. So that's why W and X are not changing. But here Y is 0, Y is 1. So Y is also not changing, but Z is changing. Okay. So here also the only one variable is changing. If you consider these 2 cells, here W is 0, W is 1. So W is changing. X is 1, X is 1. So X is not changing. Y is 1, Z is 1. So these 2 also not changing. So only W is changing in these 2 cells. So like this, we can have what we can say 4 variable K-map. Give me a minute.
Yes, sir.
So all of you got this 4 variable K-map?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now if I want to name these cells, how decibel equivalent, how I can do it? This is 0, 0, 0, 0. So this is nothing but 0. This is 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is 1. This is 0, 0, 1, 1 means 3. This is 0, 0, 1, 0 means 2. This is 0, 1, 0, 0. It means 4. This is 0, 1, 0, 1. So 5. This is 0, 1, 1, 1 means 7. 0, 1, 1, 0 means 6. 1, 1, 0, 0 means what we can say 1, 1, 0, 0 C. Okay, 1, 1, 0, 1. This is D. 1, 1, 1, 1. So this is F. And 1, 1, 1, 0. So this is E. Okay. Next 1, 0, 0, 0. So this is 8. 1, 0, 0, 1. This is 9. 1, 0, 1, 1. So this is B. And 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is A. So like this, we can give the numbers. Or you can say that instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, if you want to give, you can do like this also. Let me show you. If you want to show it in decimal, 1011 is nothing but your 11. 1010 is 10. 1100 is 12. 1101 is 13. 1111 is 15. And 1110 is 14. So like this also, the numbers can decimal equivalent can be represented. So I hope this is clear to you. So let's go to the next slide. Now this is a 3-variable K-map given. So this can be A, or let's say I take another name. This is W, this is X, and this is Y. Any variable name can be anything. So now in this row, W is having 0, and in this row, W is having value 1. Here, W is having X is having 0, Y is 0, X is 0, Y is 1, X is 1, Y is 1, X is 1, Y is 0. Now what we have to do? We have to club the cells. How many cells are there? Can anyone tell me? In this K-map, how many cells are there? How many? 8 cells, right? So in this K-map, we have 8 cells. Now we have to form the grouping of, okay, now whatever this 1, 1, 1, 1 shown in these cells, these are known as true minterms. These are known as what? True minterm. These are known as true minterm. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So these are known as true minterm. So wherever you will find 1 in the cells, these are true minterms. Now, what is our task is, in order to simplify, okay, so I can write down the expression from this thing is that f of x, y, z, not w, sorry, it is wxy, okay. This is f of w, x, and y is equals to, means function of variable w, x, and y, and from where this comes from this. Okay, so if I want to write down the expression for this, how I can write down? I can take each of these cells, so having value 1, so I can take this. Now in this, the value of w is 0, so I can write down this as w bar, since it is 0. Here x is 0, so I can write down x bar. Here y is also 0, so I can write down y bar plus. Okay, So this is one minterm. Another minterm I can take this. In this W, okay, I'll change. So I can take this. This is having value. Wait. So this cell is having value. W is 1. So I can write down W. X is 0, Y is 0. So I can mention X bar, Y bar. So this becomes W, X bar, Y bar. Next plus, because this is over. Similarly, we can go for another minterm. Let's say this, okay. So this will have the value W is equals to 0, means W bar, X is 1, Y is 1. So X, Y. So I can say W bar X, Y plus. Similarly, I can write down for this minterm. So what I will get, W is 1. So W, X is 1, Y is 1. So X, Y. Means I can write down W, X, Y. So like this is the function, means Boolean expression for given Karnaugh map. But now this is not simplified one. Now how to simplify this? This is the question. So simplification can be done as follows. What we have to do? We have to see all the cells, and you have to just observe whether all the cells are having 1. Since it is 1, but this is blank. So, and again 1 is there. So there is no 1 in between this. So I cannot club all this. Okay. So I cannot club all 8 cells. I have total 8 cells. So I cannot club these 8. After that, I have to look for 4 cells to club. Again, if you observe 4 adjacent ones are there or not, that you have to check. So again, if you observe, there is no 1 over here, there is no 1 over here. So there is a gap between these two ones. So I can also not have the clubbing of 4 cells. Now we have to look for 2 cell clubbing. So if you observe, this is having 1 grouping, okay? Because this cell has adjacent ones. All of you got this? Have you got this? What I have done? So I have to club these 2 cells. So if I club this, what will happen? I can write down the expression for this. Now how to write down the expression for this? You have to write down those variables. Okay, wait, give me a minute. This Y is missing over here. Y was here. Okay. How to write down the expression for this? You have to take those variables which are not changing their value. Now if you observe, W is having 0 here and 1 over here. So in this group, W is changing from 0 to 1. So I cannot take W. But if you observe XY, in this group, X is 0, Y is also 0. So it is not changing. So what I can write down? X bar, Y bar. So what I can say? X bar, Y bar plus. Similarly, I can club these 2 also. Okay. So if I club these 2, what I will get? Again, W is changing, Y and W is changing from 0 to 1. Okay. In this grouping. But X and Y are not changing. And X value is 1, Y value is 1. So I can write down this as X and Y. So X and Y. So this is the simplified f of W x, y. This is the simplified expression for this Boolean expression. All of you got this? How to find out the simplification or minimization? Any doubt in this? Any doubts? Please reply. If you are not replying, then I will not take more examples.
No doubt, sir.
I want it to be interactive. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's take another example. This. So now, how many true minterms are there in this K-map? How many true minterms are there?
Five.
5 minterms are there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us write down variable names over here. Let us say this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now, can anyone tell me what is the expression of this K-map? A, B, and C. Okay, what is the expression for this minterm?
Bar, B bar, C bar.
A bar, B bar, and C bar, right? Plus, what is the expression for this minterm?
A bar, B bar, C.
A bar, B bar, C, right? Now, what is the expression for this minterm?
A bar, BC.
A bar, B, and C. Plus, what about this?
A bar, B, C bar.
A bar, B, C bar. And what about the last one? This one?
A, B bar, C bar.
A, B bar, and C bar. So this is the expression for given K-map. But we are not interested in this. We are interested in the minimized form. Okay. Let's continue. So we are not interested in the full expression. We are interested in the minimized expression. So how to minimize? Can anyone tell me? Okay, I will show you this and I will give you one example. So I am audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we will do, again, we will look for the bigger cell. How many cells are there in this K-map? How many cells are there? 8 cells are there, right? Now, can I club 8 cells? I cannot club because these 3 cells are blank. Okay, nothing is there. So I cannot club all these 8 cells. Now I have to look for 4 cell clubbing. So can I club 4 cells which has adjacent minterms? Yes. Now if you observe, these 4 cells have adjacent minterms, right? From here to here. Is it correct? But getting or not?
Yes, sir.
So these 4 cells. Now I cannot club this because this is out of these 4 adjacent cells. So what I can club these 4 cells. Now if I can club these 4 cells, I have to look for the non-varying variable. Now if you observe in this grouping, A is remaining common, that is 0. A is 0, right? Is whether A is changing or not? A is not changing, right? Yes or no? So yes or no? In this group, A is not changing. So A becomes A is equals to, sorry, A bar. A is A bar. But if you observe B is 0 over here, B is 0 over here, B is 1 over here, B is 1 over here. So it changed from 0 to 1. Similarly, C is 0, C is 1, means C also changed. So B and C are variable over here. So we cannot take BC from this. So that's why the expression becomes A bar. Now the remaining minterm is this one. Now can I club this one in four consecutive adjacent minterms? I cannot, because I have this one, this is one, this is blank, this is one. So only 3 are there. So I cannot club these 4. Now can I club this one, this one, this one and this one? I cannot do this also because this is blank. So means 4 is not possible. 4 grouping is not possible. So can I club 2 grouping? Yes, I can. Let me change the ink. I can club like this and this. Now these 2 clubbing can be possible, and the expression for this becomes A is 0, A is 1. So A is changing, so I cannot take A. But B is 0, C is 0, which is not changing. So I can write down this as BC. So the minimized expression for this becomes A bar plus BC. And this is f of A, B, C. All of you got this? How we got this minimization? Yes or no? Any doubt? Please reply.
No, sir.
Okay, so one example, one question, means homework for all of you. Just try to minimize this at home. Note it down in your notebook. Let us say this is A. Let us say this is B, and this is C. So can you do it at home? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so take it as a homework, and in next lecture we'll see this. So before that, try to do it at home. Okay. Fine, then what we'll do, we'll stop over here. Next lecture we'll continue the remaining part. Any doubts?
सर वो माइक्रो प्रोजेक्ट का कैसा क्या है?
I will let you know about the micro project. I have not seen your submissions, so just go. Let me go through this. We have a vacation, means holiday on 25th, 26th, 27th. So in between, I will check it out, and by Monday, I will let you know, all of you. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
सर आपको सर फाइनल एग्जाम आएंगे सर?
Final
एग्जाम सर कब आएंगे सर हमारे?
exam.
फाइनल एग्जाम.
Already MSBT has uploaded the
Yes, sir.
what we can say academic calendar, and as per that your final exam. Let me show you the academic calendar. Okay, give me a minute. I'll show you the academic calendar. Are you able to see this PDF?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the academic calendar published by MSBT on 8th December. As per this, okay, you are going to have second sessional in between 18th to 20th of January. So you will have a second sessional in online fashion itself between 18 to 20 January. And as per this, you have to fill the winter exam form between 5 to 10 January. Okay, with normal fees. You have to fill this exam form, winter 20 exam form, between 5 to 10 of January with normal fees. and your final examination, practical exam, will be between 8th to 17th of February, and final theory exam will be 24th February to 17th March, winter 20 exam. All of you got this schedule?
सर प्रैक्टिकल कॉलेज में
We
आके
don't
देखेंगे।
have any guidelines right now.
Yes sir. Sir
Regarding practical exam, we don't have any guidelines right now, but it may happen that if the situation prevails and or it becomes okay till that point of time. Give me a minute.